versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense cannot stop, what's his name? Saquon Barkley, they will not be able to win this game. I forgot to do it. Frick. What I think I did.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20.
Yep, I did put it.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
So Jameis Winston out there for the Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going
to goes.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
What a big game by Evans. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to Hampton
Pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
I am your host, Hampton. So that was a very big game by Mike Evans. That has to go in the highlight shows. James Winston's tired out from that only one throw.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Under center is James Winston.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Up to the 34 and a good lane opening up right
second
away
inches.
Add the gain here to the previous play.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are doing well right
for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice game.
I think that's Barber in the backfield. Mike Evans is a wide receiver.
On 2nd and inches, Winston.
Oh, did it throw? He starts to run, and he gets hit.
Get it down to the 25-yard line. For a big guy,
first down by James with a 9-yard rush, and that will put them at the other 25-yard line.
So they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
That play has always worked. So guys, any team that wins this one goes against the Browns. And trust me, Kansas City fans that watch that episode, you're not going to be very happy.
Tay Davis there
trust
on
me,
the
tackle.
And we get a glance now at the
if you want to see what happens,
offense.
Peyton Barber had his best year running the football in 2018, and he was 9th in the league last year in rushing attempts. The only issue, yards per carry. Total yards under 900. New head coach Bruce Arians, he believes he can improve his efficiency.
James Winston, he throws. First down plus, and he's hit at the 9-yard line.
Give him 14 on that.
See Godwin with the catch. And that will be a 1st and goal.
Should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He finds his target.
Mike Evans for a gain of 3.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5
he
here.
hits
He's
Mike Evans for a gain of 3.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
What? Yeah, that equals 6.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
It looks like Barber's in the backfield again.
Second
As he
down,
picks to Barber. He gets a block and he's
stuck
behind the line.
To the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Yeah, Godwin could not hold his block. And that equals. I really want to see
can this defense get the stop on the opening drive. Here's
coach decide who's the starting quarterback. Daniel Jones will still Eli Manning, and it is a touchdown. Barber's
taking it in from 7 yards away,
and it's Barber with
That's just a
7-yard touchdown. Barber with a 7-yard touchdown.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper.
Every time when they score a touchdown or anything like it, they talk to the referee. Who's ready to see the Giants' offense? From my perspective, I want the Giants to win, but I would say Tampa Bay.
Now it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
No. The only way Tampa Bay is going to win is if they stop Saquon
Barkley. Bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard.
This is his second year. His rookie year, he made it to the Pro Bowl. Let's see what they do.
The rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And it's incomplete.
Trying to give his man room to run.
I thought Sterling Shepard had that. But I guess he dropped it.
Now at the New York offense.
The Giants struggled with their offensive line in 2018, so they went to the Browns.
Where's Saquon?
They picked up Kevin Zeitler, an offensive guard. He didn't make the Pro Bowl despite some metrics creating him out.
Let's see what the defense could do with stopping Saquon.
Like his muscle in the run game.
Ooh, they can't do anything.
This is Tate.
And Golden Tate. Golden Tate with the 6-yard gain.
Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland.
This is a down. They have to get
1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Who is that? Oh, Latimer.
Gets him the first down.
Latimer?
6 yards on the play.
I pronounced that. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
That really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked
up
the first down.
First
I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Goldman.
He finds a hole, and it is a first down. 12 yards.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
1st and 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Saquon is not in right now.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goldman will run it. Just what you want on a first down
Gallman Jr. again.
Yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Last game was about
that sort of opens
12.
The playbook
This
now,
game,
2nd and short.
it's 8.
What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been
so
together
20
for a while,
yards
you know
with
me.
2
I want
rushes.
to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Jones. Off play action.
And Daniel Jones is sacked.
Too much. Down he goes.
As Barnett.
Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
3rd and 9. And they sure did stop Saquon on that play. Lawrence, 2.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
39.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter.
So this week, it is a really good. It's a really good matchup. Already 5 minutes in. No time.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
And it's a completion to Evan Ingram for the first down.
Made at the Bucs 30.
20 yards.
To talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
I have a good matchup next. Which will be tomorrow.
On first down, Jones. And
it is incomplete.
It's knocked away and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of force bearing down on there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
If he wants to keep the drive alive, he has to get this.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
He has to get 20 yards to get the first down.
In the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he finds, and that's a first down.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19.
This game so far.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Where are they going to bring Saquon in? Saquon's in. Let's see if they run it with Saquon. And
inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Daniel Jones
incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Goldman.
Catches it.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
It really didn't care if he caught it or dropped it there. That time he caught it, so she couldn't get anything done.
Well, the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw.
It's caught for a first down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley.
He runs and he is
the 9 down to about the 7.
1 yard
That's something we
gain.
saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Saquon
Gets us out to
catches
Saquon
it,
Barkley.
but
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that
3rd and
time.
goal.
And we see another
They've been
pitching
good
catch
all
there to the
game,
running back.
all
This position
drive
just
long.
continues to evolve.
Let's see if they can
They become just as
continue
critical to the
and
passing
pound the
attack
rock on
as a lot of
3rd
receivers,
on
tight
3rd down.
ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal.
Touchdown!
Bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Giants.
It's a
Golden
6-yard touchdown
Tate.
pass as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Boom.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
PAT
And the PAT is good. We are tied 7 apiece.
And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3.
And then put us
And nice work on the
minute
return
warning.
as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Good
1:58
return
left
by
to
the
play
Tampa
till
Bay
we hit
Buccaneers.
halftime.
Jameis
The Bucs
Winston
offense
back
set
on
to
the
begin
field.
their next
They
possession.
did
They had
good
to wait a
last
long
drive.
time to get the football back. Probably not
Just
what you were hoping for when you got an
Just
offensive
look,
tie.
Agreed. What you were looking for
He
is the
threw
defense getting the
interception
ball back pretty quickly,
last
right?
time.
Hoping for a 3 and out.
3
So
for
that didn't
3.
happen. You can't yell
Jameis
at your D
Winston
for that.
coming
They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it.
And it
But
is
it's
incomplete.
incomplete. The intended target was
3 for
Chris
4.
Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Winston now.
The incomplete. And it looks like the
Incomplete.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to have to go for a punt.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And
Fourth
they
down,
will
and the
punt
Bucs
it.
trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants.
Jabril Peppers deep. And it is a field catch.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The New York Giants, their offense coming back out here. They're on a 2-game win streak now at 2-2, and we talked about Daniel Jones and what he's done so far, but You think about this next 3-game stretch, CD, and I'll let you announce the teams. That's going to tell a lot about who this Giants football club is.
Certainly will. And can you imagine the rookie quarterback, Daniel Jones, leading them to victories or excellent performances in these games? So here it is. Home against Minnesota, who's now 2-2 and hasn't won on the road themselves. That's where their struggles have been. They're at New England. You would think that'd be pretty difficult to get. Then they're home against Arizona. Could you imagine if they won 2 of their next 3? This Giants team, which was teetering towards irrelevant, suddenly very much relevant in the NFC East.
To throw again on second down, Jones, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And now it's 3rd and 4.
The Giants on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jones now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard.
43.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Incomplete, trying to hit Saquon.
Showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Jones going to throw
again. Set
up the screen to Barkley. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
The Giants on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Jones now operating from the gun.
Daniel Jones throws it. Caught by Saquon Barkley. And then he brought down at the 11-yard line with 4 seconds to go in the first half. What is he a wide receiver or what? It looks like the New York Giants might come away with the victory in this one.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. And was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
That would be funny if
this one taken just inside the 10.
And it looks like the Giants are doing really well.
As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
We're back in the game. Giants are winning by 3. Tampa Bay must be disappointed losing at their home field. And the Giants get the ball.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken at the 3.
And he should not have brought that out. That would cost him 5 yards. And that would...
New York set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
Saquon up the middle.
A little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
And that is a gain of 8 by Saquon Barkley.
There on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Which he might give them.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Line of scrimmage,
I'm not
28
sure about
now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
And Sterling Shepard. I think that's his 4th catch of the day, and yes it is.
13, it's a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Gorman.
It is a run. He fights off late.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
I'll just say Marcus White.
He looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Daniel Jones in shotgun.
They'll run again here with Gorman.
A counter. And
another 2-yard gain there, but they'll do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Doing anything.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Saquon Barkley with the first
and
down.
He's got the first down before being taken down
4 receptions and 41 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Jones.
It's caught by Evan Ingram.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before
That's
it's
the
all said and
second
done.
catch of the day.
A well-executed
200
22-yard gain.
total offensive yards, 166 passing yards for Daniel Jones. He has just been on fire this
Doesn't really
game.
matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Evan Ingram, 42 yards on 2 receptions. Wow.
They go back to
And
the
it is
ground
a
now
run
with
with Saquon Barkley. He gets the first down.
The 15-yard
After
line
getting,
before it's all said and
I
done.
don't know,
First
12?
down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready up. Mike, 45.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
It is incomplete. Trying to hit
He was
Evan
looking for Evan Ingram, the tight
on
end.
the flat,
But
but
it's
it
going to be
winds
second
up
down.
incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on
And they
early
have to get
downs
to
like that
3
first
yard
down there.
line
Need to
for
be a little
the
bit more
first
careful.
down.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun.
Saquon Barkley. Why are
So
you
a
on his
nice job to break the
backwards?
one
He gets
tackle,
over
but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
But that call makes sense
Can he
because they've been
make
throwing
it
it well on
8
this
for
drive,
8?
and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jones.
Saquon Barkley with the reception.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just... And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to run for it. They're not going to
And it's a fake by the CPU, and Jameis Winston gets it at his own 4-yard line. Let's see what the Giants can do.
And they'll start out here sweep. And from the...
He gets 4 yards, which is a brilliant game for what they want. 5 more minutes.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And you're watching Hampton Sports. We would do, if you guys want it, we could, after this series, we could do a basketball series, 2K19.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman.
You want that to happen?
Down.
If you want that to happen,
the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
How about 5 likes?
Chess is one way to go.
How about
I like it.
No, after this entire
season,
season, I would do it.
You feel like they're contemplating
Like after the Super Bowl, after everything.
before actually making one, and none of them being done very
James
confidently.
Winston.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Mike
First down,
Evans,
Tampa
3rd
Bay, they're a
reception
gain
of
of
the
13.
day.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they
I
pick
thought
up the
number
first.
58 was
Defense
going
should
to
be
jump
aware
up
for
for
that,
that.
right?
They should be aware,
He
but it's so
should've.
hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Working out of the gun, Winston.
It's a fire to Godwin.
And he'll get this one way up
Oh,
just shy of
and
the 45-yard line.
Not sure.
23
And
yards
Jay
on the
Watson
play.
with the reception.
That was a nicely run slant.
The 22-yard
What the receiver's trying to
reception,
do is
I
make
believe.
the defender
The
think he's going
23-yard
upfield
reception.
for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
James Winston shotgun.
Again, it's Winston.
And it's caught for a first down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First
I
down,
really don't know
Tampa
who's
Bay
doing
there,
it. It's
gain
a
of
one-possession
13.
game. Tampa Bay has the ball. I don't know what to expect.
Why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jameis now on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Now that was great. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10.
Barber with the first down at the 7-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Winston.
And he's stopped by Damian Harris.
From the pressure, the Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence in there to get it. It's a loss of 5.
I don't know how he... Dexter Lawrence.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Another try after the first down sack.
Incomplete.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
He threw 8.
So he's not able to complete it there. And just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Winston to throw.
Gets back up and gets the sack.
Get a throw away. He's taken down.
And Golden.
Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Marcus.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
And
Gay knocks this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
8 teams are down.
Now at 10 apiece as the kicks away.
It's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 4 games in one day. Oh my goodness.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
We already got Packers and Redskins.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. Bold play call there.
I would go for it if I were. No, I wouldn't.
These are the spots, this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
You know, see Sterling Shepard, man? He was wide open.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
No.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. He'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
What is everybody doing? Holding timeout. Okay.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Chargers. Yeah, Seahawks and Chargers. That'd be a good game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. And this is caught by
Mike Evans was the catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Winston.
Where's Winston? And it's caught. Ooh.
Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
And
so possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Giants.
New York set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Gallman, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And he gets it complete to Latimer. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Jones throwing again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jones now from the gun.
Yes.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a big one coming now for Aldrich Rosas. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the upright.
Peace.
And they
Giants
will
are
take
the
the lead
winners.